Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We are going to hang out today around town one more time with Adam Schnepp at Bug Science, so I'm excited to share that video with you. I'm Jason Geroux. I'm the designated broker and owner of 410 Real Estate, a multi-million-dollar producing brokerage here in Gilbert, Arizona, and I'm really happy to have you here as part of the 410 family. Before we start the video, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and notification bell so that you're made aware of these videos as they get posted. We would love to have you as part of the family, and excited to share the content we share with you, real estate content, around town sharing vendors with you, and even some non-real estate content from time to time. So thanks again for being with us. And without further ado, our visit with Adam at Bug Science. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We are once again around town today, and we're hanging out with Adam Schnepp from Bug Science. He's going to talk bugs with us today, everybody's favorite topic. We're at a house here. He's doing a job. We're going to show you around while we're talking here. Show you some of the stuff he does. But Adam, thanks for hanging out with us today. Appreciate having you.
Awesome. Thank you for having me, Jason.
Absolutely. So tell me about yourself. Who's Adam?
So I'm born in Philadelphia, raised in Houston kind of guy. Moved out here in 2010 and kind of spent my whole life around the bug situation. Moved down to Houston, and first thing in 1994, got attacked by fire ants. So I got to start school as a kid with pimples on his legs because my fire ant bites. Moved out here in 2010 after recession and realized Arizona has a lot more bug issues than any other place I lived.
Yeah. Well, so you got a favorite place now. It's obviously Arizona, right?
Absolutely. You can't beat this weather. What are we having? 85 high today?
Yeah, I don't know if I like this much in November. I'd rather, 70s. That'd be kind of nice.
Yeah.
85 is still a little warm.
The best thing about out here, and the worst thing for homeowners, is that it doesn't get cold enough. We don't have snow, we don't have rain, or we don't have snow, we don't have freeze, and so what happens is bugs never die.
Yeah.
It's a year-round situation out here. So even in January and December, at some point in time, it's going to feel like springtime. So bugs are non-stop.
Yeah.
So
I see them flying around as we're sitting here talking. So
absolutely, that's why we're here doing the treatment today.
Exactly. So tell me about Bug Science. Why did you start the company, and what makes you different than the other bug guys that are out there?
Well, I've worked for numerous big companies. I'll kind of leave them nameless, but the big thing we noticed was with the bigger companies, you're kind of a number. You're not really a customer. And I noticed that, the relationship between you and your pest control guy was not there. You were just a number. They would show up for 10, 15 minutes and they were gone. And I knew we could do a better job. But more than anything, I knew that we could learn to build relationships with our customers to the point where we know the dogs, that we know the kids, and they're kind of expecting us to show up and don't just get a bill at the end of the day. So we kind of had an idea, but really what it comes down to with pest control, it's a science. It's knowing products, it's knowing the biology, it's knowing their behavior to be able to keep houses pest-free.
So what do you think, maybe not this time of year specifically, but what are the biggest pest problems facing Arizona homeowners?
Well, of course, the scorpion, the bark scorpion, which is the only scorpion on the CDC list considered a health hazard, because it actually can have problems for young kids and small pets. So scorpions is our biggest thing. Termites is actually what we see the most of, and it's because people are constantly moving here, buying and selling homes, and what it is we have termites on every home. So it's not if, it's when. Every home gets them. It just depends on who lives there at that certain time. So scorpions, termites, and then one thing that most people don't realize, roof rats.
Oh wow.
We don't have rats like New York City that actually will take away your pizza, but we have citrus trees out here, which in the 1920s were brought in from South America into Paradise Valley, and since then it's just overpopulated. So now there's certain HOAs that won't allow you to have an orange tree or a pomegranate tree. So citrus trees we see a lot of for rats, and so yeah, your top three in Arizona is scorpions, termites, and rats.
So tell folks that are watching that may not be from Arizona, when they hear termites, they might freak out. They picture the tented houses, they picture all that. So what's different about our termites than maybe termites on the East Coast or other places?
Absolutely, great question. We see it all the time. People from California, people from Florida, you have the big, carnival tented house. Luckily, those are not our termites here. Those infest in the wood in your home. Our termites here actually live in the ground. So they'll come up, they'll eat, and they'll go back down to the colony and feed each other. The big thing to keep in mind is that it's common, it's not as expensive as getting your house tented, but they're not as destructive. So they're very small and they're very slow compared to the termites we see in the Gulf Coast, where houses can cave down in 90 days.
Wow. Yeah, so I know that some of my buyers and people that have come in that aren't familiar with Arizona, they think their house is going to fall down in a day. So that's actually really good information to know that, yes, it's a problem, it needs to be treated, but you're probably okay if you catch it early enough, right?
Absolutely. Early, and the best thing what the state recommends is once a year inspections to make sure that you look for the signs. You know, you're not collecting wood against the home, you don't have excess of moisture against the foundation. People love to put wood chips in the flower bed close to the house. Usually you actually want to keep that 3 feet away. But yeah, termites out here are very common. It's not something that should ever stop you from buying a house, which I have that conversation at least 5 times a week now, telling people you got termites, but it's okay. You get a treatment, should be all right. And most treatments, if it's done right and properly, should last like a paint job. About 10 years or so, you reapply and you're good to go.
Okay, last bug related question, and I got one more question for you too.
All right.
Tell people kind of about scorpions. I know that people come here, they kind of freak out. You mentioned that it is on the CDC list, and they are a serious deal, but it's Arizona. So what would you advise a new homeowner that comes here in terms of how to, you know, how much to freak out about the scorpion versus how much is kind of to be expected living in this area?
Well, and that's the hard thing. Like we expect homes to have them in certain areas. So I always say houses that are in newer builds, outside in the highways, so more in the rural areas, you'll see more scorpion activity. Best thing to do is immediately have a pest control guy come inspect your house for openings, seal those areas up, and have a standard maintenance routine service to be able to keep them back. The difference with us is that we learned that out in the industry, there's a lot of guys that kind of do the bare minimum. They're going to just spray your house and then they're going to leave. Well, if you do multiple things, so, you know, if you do bare minimum, you get minimal results. We go above and beyond. We always have a 4-step process. One of those includes actually our aversion scorpion paint. So it's a paint that's applied to the base of your house. It's a glass-like finish. Scorpions can crawl up drywall, wood, anything, and even go inverted on your ceilings, but they can't crawl up glass. So with our standard pest control and our scorpion seal, we can almost guarantee you'll never have a scorpion inside your house again.
Very cool. I was going to ask you, I was going to say we couldn't talk about that today because we're almost out of time, but I'm glad you brought that up. That's a really cool differentiator that you have that others may not.
One thing I love about pest control is it's a science, and we get better every year. So as the years progress, we get smarter, we come out with new things, and that makes us more successful. But yeah, anybody that purchases a new home, talk to a pest control guy. Do your due diligence, talk to 3 guys, find someone that you feel you can trust around your home. Make sure that you're disclosed any kind of areas of food, water, and shelter. The biggest thing is scorpions love food and they eat crickets. So when you have crickets, you could have scorpions.
Yeah. Well, very cool. So last question we love to ask everybody we're out with, what is it that makes you do what you do? Why do you do what you do besides getting to kill bugs and make a buck? What is it that drives you to get up in the morning?
Well, it's working outside in this beautiful weather. I'm not stuck in an office. I don't have to be on a roof or do asphalt. You know, I get to drive around all day and go to people's houses, but more than anything, I get to use my head and be a problem solver. Our motto is be someone's hero every day. So people get to call us and say they have a problem, and we can come out, and just like Bug Science is, we are the solution for a reason.
Very cool. Guys, we had a great time today hanging out with Adam at Bug Science and learning about termites and scorpions and roof rats and all the other things that can affect us here in the valley. So rather than panic, do me a favor, give him a call. He'll take good care of you and your home. Make sure that those problems aren't a problem for you at all. And if this video was helpful, and I hope it was, please do me a favor, do Adam a favor, share the video with your friends, post it on your social media, anything to help us get the word out, we'd really appreciate it. But ultimately, thanks for being here and part of the 410 family. We'll see you again on the next episode.